I woke up quite early this morning to do some voice acting. So I went to a studio quite early in the morning. It was with an American studio. So I've been up pretty early and I was like, I'm pretty tired. But I was like, you know what? It. Nah. Let's play Castlevania instead. VA work? Dude, I've been doing a lot. I've been doing a lot of voice acting. But the part that sucks about doing a lot of voice acting is that you don't get to see it until who knows when. Like, I've done things for like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago that still isn't out yet. So it just takes a while. These things take a while and it might get canceled. That luckily has never happened to anything I've worked on. They don't cancel it if they cast me. If they bring me in, they don't cancel it. But you know, it could happen. Another Nigerian archer. Oh, dude. I'm bringing it back, dude. I'm bringing it back. The budget to get you was too high that had to cancel. They had to, are you saying they wasted so much money on me they had to cancel? Funny enough, because I was doing voice acting today and I was thinking about it and I saw a video that Charlie made and I thought it would be fun to kind of just talk about it a little bit because it could be fun to offer some insight. So let's watch Charlie talk about this little thing here. So worldwide famous actor, Mr. Charles White himself, who's a fantastic voice actor, I will say. I mean, he absolutely crushed it in Dispatch. Like, and I messaged Charlie this as well. I told him, I was like, dude, you fucking crushed it. It was awesome to watch you do your thing. So he recently voiced in anime, and he called the video "I Blew It." So let's watch his voice acting.
Yes, sir.
In Baki.
Even from behind, I could tell you were happy. Do you really believe it?
I gotta watch the new season. Oh, I didn't even watch the last season. I'm so behind. I mean, it sounds good. I think the curse is, and it's something that I think that can play in your favor, but often play against you, especially when you're a YouTuber, is that you're so recognizable because unlike most voice actors, you know, they only hear you maybe a couple of times a year, you know, depending on what show they're in. But if you're a YouTuber, they hear you literally 24/7, and Charlie makes a video literally every day. So even if he changes his voice up, you know, you're gonna hear Charlie because he's a YouTuber.
In total, I have like 20 lines there as that police officer. A police officer who no doubt will make a return in Avengers Doomsday, I imagine. And I'm very excited to see the community power scaling unnamed police officer number 4 here.
Does he fight though? We need to know.
I know exactly how I'm going to do this. I'm going to ham it up and go for like a classic over-the-top Baki style performance. Like fucking channel my inner Jim Ross like it's the WWE. But what I didn't realize, because I haven't done much voice acting in general and not at all really with anime dubs outside of like 2 lines and like a really old one. You have to match the lip sync of the characters that are already established, and you have to match the tone of the voice actor that you are dubbing for. And with those instructions in mind, it became a little bit more difficult for me because that's not something I've done before, and I don't think I really did a great job nailing it. And it led to this sounding like robotic. It almost sounds like I'm talking at you through like a fucking walkie-talkie, giving you quest directions or something in an old PlayStation 2 game.
I wanted to talk about it because I thought it was quite interesting. If you haven't done like anime voice acting, it is kind of like super weird. I haven't done like a crazy amount. I mean, I think Alejandro Sayu would be able to give way more insight into this aspect of it because he's done a lot more bigger productions. So you know, I've done a decent amount of anime dubs, and most of my voice acting is not that. An ADR is when you have to match lip flaps. And that adds like a billion different complications on top of the fact that anime voice acting is normally, the sad truth is you just don't get paid a whole lot. Kind of normally like the cheapest one. So you have so many factors involved into anime voice acting that makes it so difficult process, I think, for everyone involved, not just the actors. It's like they have to translate, which is already like, when we get into translation, now we're already getting into like the phase where stuff could become jank. The translation now has to also match the lip flaps, which is something that they don't do in Japanese. So now it's like doubly difficult. So for the writers, it's tough. The directors, it's also tough because then now you've got this footage that can't be altered, so the freedom that you can offer to the actor is not really there, so that when the actor comes in, it's like, you're like, well, yeah, yes, just do it. I'm exaggerating. Normally the director would be quite experienced and know how to kind of still get a performance out of you. It's quite tough. And then on top of that, as an actor, you don't get the scripts normally until you're there. So I think only on like one of them, I got the script like 2 days before. But normally I get the script for the character that I'm voicing when I get in. And sometimes it's unhelpful to, if the show is already out, for example, in Japanese, it might be unhelpful for you to watch it because now you're like, okay, I've got this idea of how exactly it's going to sound. And then the translation comes in and it's completely different to how you would have actually done it due to the fact of all the differences, right? For example, I voiced like the main villain in, what the name of it? Spirit Chronicles in English. To be honest, chat, it was a rather mid isekai, but you know what? We still did it. So let's have a look, and I can explain roughly how the process went.
Is it so terrible to let the youth bask in the glory of their win occasionally?
When I was in this booth, I was like, oh my god, I don't have to match the lip flap for this line. Right. Which is like the best part. Like when my mouth isn't on camera, because you're like, let's fucking go.
It appeared to me as though he was quite agile.
Okay.
I hate that kid.
I hate that kid too.
Had something to do with
hate that guy. I can't remember who did the translation and the writing, but every time I've gone in and the script is a banger, I can just act it, and normally the words will just fit. If they've done a good job, they just kind of work, like, because they've already kind of timed it out and looked at the lip flaps. So that when I say the line, and I say it in kind of a way that the director intends, it kind of just comes out, and it normally like just fits. And on top of that, normally an anime, again, because like I was saying earlier, there's not a lot of money in it. It's quite expensive to make anime dubs. Oftentimes, you don't get a whole lot of time. So I think when I did this show, I think I was only really allowed, I say allowed, I got to do like 1 or 2 takes. Normally, you know, if the director's happy with it, you kind of can't be like, hey, can I go again? Especially if you've got a lot of lines and you've got a timed session, because they have to pay you every hour that goes over, and they have to pay the engineer, and they have to pay the studio time. It is a cascading money problem. If you're like, hey, can I get another take like every line? Because now you're adding a minute to every line, which adds up, right? So oftentimes, you might have a line that you're like, I'm not really happy with it, but I also think that like it's a long line. We should just get on with the process. Anime dubbing is really, really tough, because I've managed to do a lot of projects like games and shows where I don't have to worry about timing, and it's great. Then I can try things. Then we can do some really fun performances, and who knows where it can go. That being said, I think the whole point of this is voice acting in anime dubs is really hard. It's not easy. On top of it, it's like the only like video games, when you voice in English, everyone's like, okay. Movies, you voice in English, okay. And then you dub in an anime, like, anime dubs suck. You suck. You should jump off a cliff. It's like, dude, I'm already getting underpaid. Oh, fuck. I'm getting underpaid. I can't do the performance I want to do. Everyone who's working on this is stressed out. We don't have enough time because higher ups of these conglomerates have decided that we can only get like 2 hours in the studio. It's brutal. It's really tough to do anime dubs. That being said, I think Charlie did a good job. He has the curse of being a YouTuber. And sometimes when you're easily recognizable, and I've had to think about this a lot, because, you know, I was a voice actor before I became a YouTuber, but now obviously my YouTube stuff is massively eclipsed anything I've done on voice acting. And so in a weird sense, it's like, you know, when I'm a part of something, I don't want to be seen as the YouTuber who's in it because he's a YouTuber. I want to be, you know, and I'll tell people this whenever I get asked. I'm like, hey, I would like to audition. I would like to be a part of this. I want to make sure that you are giving me this role because you think I can do it, not because you want me to maybe, you know, have the audience come along. And that's kind of a hard process, but it is a truth to the aspect of being a YouTuber, is that you're just too recognizable. So it kind of becomes hard to separate that. But Charlie's a phenomenal voice actor. But ADR is just a different beast. And like, if he just does it more, he'll get better at it. But it does suck, though. You feel like your performance is limited to some aspect. And I think the biggest mistake I made when I first did anime voice acting was that I tried to match the lip flaps so much that I forgot to perform. And I think Charlie did this, said this too. Sorry, not did it. First time I did it, I was reading it, and I was like, I think I got it. And then I watched it back. I was like, I forgot to act. I was just doing the lip flaps, because you normally have the video. They're showing you the video while you're doing it. And so how it normally goes is they'll play you the video of the Japanese, like, okay, got it. And then I'll say like, all right, then beep me in. And then in Japanese, they raw dog it. In English voice acting, they always give you 3 beeps. They go beep, 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 and then you go. So the Japanese one is definitely, it was more challenging for me to get used to because I wasn't cued in necessarily. It was kind of like, just go, which is also like a fun challenge. All of it's fun. I mean, it's acting, right? You just, performing is so exciting, and being a part of stories is great. All of this with 2 takes. And you don't get to see the script, which is, I think, the hardest part. Because if I had 2 takes, but I could see the script, no, actually, I don't know. But then, okay, but there's also difficult parts with that. Because sometimes I get the script beforehand, and I read it, and I go through it, and I'm like, I've already got it. I've already got it in my head. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do every line. And then when I get to the booth, the director hates what I'm doing. He's like, really want to change it up. And then I have the curse now of, I've gone into the booth and I've already read all the lines and I've imagined how they're going to sound. And so now I have to get that out, which is difficult. TLDR, voice acting is not easy, although it is the job of people like me and others, Charlie, Sungwon, all the talented voice actors that we get to hear, to make it look easy. It should be effortless. That's the point. You should not even notice it, that it's voice acting. It shouldn't clock you. That's my TED Talk. Thanks for coming.